It's Friday, and this is Belinda from Belinda's Book Nook, and I am here to do my Friday reads. It is sunny outside. There has to be some humidity in the air because my hair tells me all the time when it's humid, so I feel a little frizz, so I believe it's a little humid out there, even though the sun is deceiving us. So I'm here to do my little catch up with you guys and to give you an update on where I am with my reading, as I have been every Friday. Brought my lucky tea so I won't choke. So, drum roll please. I have finished this book. Frederick and I are no longer dating. We're done. It has been a long, almost 2 months of this book. And this week I just hunkered down. I really wanted to finish it. I felt like it was dragging on. I don't think I've ever read a book that has taken me so long to read. And also that was probably a nonfiction. Maybe that's what it is too. So it's time. It's time for us to part ways. I will definitely do a wrap up of this. I'm debating on how to do it. It's, more so than just the content of what the book is about, but my experience with the information and the presentation of the information is probably what I'm going to talk about with it. So I'm going to do that in another video in the future. And I can take all these levies out now that I usually, like I said, leave them in there so that when I'm writing out my thoughts, I can kind of go to those and refresh my memory, because there's no way I can remember everything I read in here, even a small fraction, to be honest with you. But, so that makes it a lot easier when it comes time for that. But it's done. And I'm happy because I kind of wanted to make sure by the end of this month, which isn't always the case, that I have a clean slate, because I have a lot of options for November to read, and I'm hoping to get to them. So this is a big weight off of my chest to be done with it. And I've had a great time with Alba as usual, working through this book. So done. You're not gonna hear about it anymore. Well, one more time, my review of it, or my book chat. My other one that I'm doing a buddy read with Patrice is Americana, and again this week I just felt the hunkering into down in the reading, so it was great. And I had a couple of nights too, to be honest with you, that I had a bit of insomnia, so I just was up reading to kind of get myself to think about something different. I'm almost done with this one. I've got this much to go, so by the end of this weekend this will be done as well. So I'm ahead of schedule with this, and enjoying it. And I will definitely do a wrap up with this book as well. The other book that I have, I'm not finished. I know you guys are gonna be like, what, she's not finished yet? I'm almost finished with this one as well. I only have a little left, this much. So again, this one should be done by the end of this weekend as well, which is lovely because it's giving me a good buffer week to kind of get myself prepared for next month. And also there's a secret book that I'm reading, so I just started that one, so it'll give me undivided attention to that book, so I can get that book done as well. So this one, I'm definitely going to do, when I do my wrap, well, there's two things. I could do wrap up and I'll talk about all the books. This one will probably just be talked about in the wrap up, because I don't think it is heavy or content enough for me to have to do a book chat on it. But I do have thoughts on it. It is a good book, but I do have some thoughts on it I want to share with this, with regard to this once I finish it. So there's that. Then my husband is so sweet, right? You know how every time I get on here, I'm always complaining that my Kindle is older, and somebody's working in their yard. I hope you don't hear it, because I have the window open. That I can't access Libby, the app that I use on my Kindle, and no more. It's probably been about 4 months or so that they just stopped supporting it, maybe even longer. And so I was using his, so he surprised me and got me a new Kindle, and I wasn't even thinking about getting a new one. Mine worked just didn't work with that app. And I love the size of it, but he found one that's basically the same size and it's new, and it's got all these extra like cute features. Like right now it opens up to like cute stuff. But I'm excited because now I can get my Libby app on here and look at things in here, and it's just been tremendously helpful. So let me see what I have here. I have a couple. Do I have anything in here? Well, no, right? I had some that that were going to be maybe some possibilities for my November reads. I'm a little nervous about November, you know, without going into detail. I'm just really nervous about the selection. I'm getting really anxious, like I said, and so that's why I'm doing a little, which is interesting, that I've had a lot of hard times with the quarantine and reading, and yet this week, where I feel my you know, my anxiety is getting higher and higher, I'm turning to the books and actually being able to stay focused with them. So I don't know what November, I could either be, you know, hopeful and in a good place, or I could be really, really down. So I am going to do a possible books that I could read in November, but who knows what's going to happen in November and whether I'm going to want to read a book or not. So I'm really anxious. So there's that. And let's see, what else am I going to tell you guys? I got my flu shot yesterday. Totally different topic here, not books. That's what Fridays are for. So y'all can leave, because if you don't want to hear about this, I don't think I'm going to talk about books anymore before I go. But I got my flu shot last night. I went to CVS. I usually go to my doctor, but my appointment's not until next month sometime. So I was like, let me just do it and get it out of the way. So my husband and I went last night. And it's funny how you forget how sore you get from it. And so last night was like, you know, I had to sleep on this side. Don't bump me. You know, my kids are trying to come and don't hit my arm. It really hurt yesterday to do this action. It's sore now, but it's not like it was yesterday. But I didn't remember that, you know, and I've only started taking the flu shot these past few years because I was one of those people that didn't want to take them, and I didn't think I needed it, and I wasn't getting the flu and till I got the flu. And then when I got the flu, I was like, yeah, there might be something to taking that vaccine. So now I'm doing it, and I'm hopeful that because we're, you know, we're social distancing, that there will be a lower flu rate or spreading this winter, but we'll see. But so I've got that done, and I'm looking forward to the weekend. I'm going to be celebrating with my in-laws, my father-in-law's birthday. Really excited for him. And then hanging out with my girlfriends on Zoom, probably on Saturday, and you know, just like, you know, relaxing. Oh, another thing that I have that I never talk about, you know, there's so much more that I don't talk about. I subscribed to this for fun because we were on quarantine with my kids. Maybe I'll bring it and show it to you guys sometime in one of my videos. But it's a monthly package that I get that has international snacks. And so you have different sizes that you can get. I got the smallest size because I was like, I don't need to have that much crap that, you know, in my house. I try not to anyway. So, but I thought it would be fun. And it arrives, you don't know what country you're going to get. It arrives, it has like a sheet that tells you about the different snacks in there. It tells you, it has some trivia questions that are really fun to ask you, you know, what, to see what you know, little facts about the country. And so what we've been doing, I did a gift subscription for 6 months to my sister-in-law. We get on Zoom with her when the package comes, and we all, you know, take turns tasting and like rating the stuff that we're tasting. And it is so funny. Like, you know, some of the things you're like, oh, I'm not tasting it. I'm not putting that in my mouth. And other things you're like, oh my God, this is like X, you know? So we're excited. Ours just arrived, and I'm blanking out what country. I think it's Russia. I think Russia is what we got this time. I think so. So we may end up doing that this weekend also with my sister-in-law. We haven't scheduled it yet, but if we don't, we'll probably do it next week. But that's something fun that I'm looking forward to this weekend. And other than that, I'm just going to try to finish these books, like I said, and my really kind of hunker in onto my mystery book, and so that I can get that done as well by the end of the month. And then I'm going to record some videos, probably today, of what I'm planning on as options for November. I'm going to do the nonfiction November, and I think I had some other books on there that would just be regular books and not necessarily nonfiction. But so stay tuned for that. I still have some tag videos that I have to get to that I haven't done yet. I'm just barely getting to the Fridays, so at least if I get the Fridays, I feel like I'm at least making a commitment to that. So I hope you guys don't mind. I am babbling. What do I always say? Be safe, wash your hands, wear your mask, social distance, read your books, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.